Live TV is unpredictable, and that's exactly why we love it. No matter how polished a celebrity might seem, once the cameras are rolling, anything can happen. From jaw-dropping wardrobe malfunctions to savage clapbacks, frozen stares, awkward silences, or painfully cringy moments that make you want to hide behind your screen, Live Television has captured it all. Some moments make us laugh, others make us cringe, and a few make us say, "Did that just happen?" Whether it's an award show gone wrong or a talk show meltdown, we're about to relive the most awkward celebrity moments ever caught live on TV. Let's kick things off with one of the most uncomfortable Oscar moments ever, where Amy Schumer walks up in the middle of the ceremony and casually pulls Kirsten Dunst out of her seat, calling her a seat filler. Yes, Kirsten Dunst, who had earlier been nominated that night. Then she leaned over to Jesse Plemons, who happened to be Dunst's husband, and said, "I loved you in Power of the Dog." Plemons, dead serious, replied, "That was my wife, Amy." Schumer doubles down. "You are married to that seat filler?" The crowd went silent as the joke went from risky to a painfully tone-deaf moment.
Here's a seat filler. Can we get you up, honey? You want to go to the bathroom? Okay. Let's just get you. Thank you, seat fillers. Love them. Jesse, I loved you in Power of the Dog.
You know that was my wife, Amy?
You're married to that seat filler?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
And just when you thought you had seen it all, this next one is even more awkward. What do you say when the right word is not used on live TV? This was exactly what happened during a Saturday Night Live that left everyone stunned. During a Weekend Update skit, Egon Wodim, who is known for her comedy character, Miss Eggy, started cracking jokes about relationships. She got the crowd involved with a call-and-response game. She asked, "Miss Eggy, don't what?" The crowd shouted, "Play." But then things immediately got out of hand when she said, "These men ain't what?" The crowd responded by shouting a curse word live on TV, which left co-host Colin Jost and Michael Chi speechless. Ego laughed and said, "Lauren's gonna be mad at y'all." The clip reportedly didn't last long online, as it was removed from all SNL's social media platforms. Now, if you thought that was awkward, wait till you hear what happened at the Golden Globes. Comedian Joe Coy took the stage as host, and things went downhill fast. Just minutes into his speech, it appeared that the jokes weren't landing, and the silence in the room said it all. Trying to recover, Coy tried to give an excuse as to why his jokes were not getting better, but when he started blaming his writers, the whole thing went from bad to painful. At that point, even viewers at home could feel the flop.
The key moment in Barbie is when she goes from perfect beauty to bad breath, cellulite, and flat feet. Or what casting directors call character actor.
And then came a moment that had everyone talking for all the wrong reasons. Quinta Brunson had just won her first Emmy for Abbott Elementary, and it was undoubtedly a huge moment. But instead of the spotlight being on her, Jimmy Kimmel, the popular American television host and comedian, decided to steal the stage in one of the most awkward moments ever seen. He was dragged out by Will Arnett when he pretended to have passed out from too many margaritas and then just stayed there. Even as Brunson stepped up to give her speech, Kimmel kept lying on the floor. She joked, "Jimmy, wake up, I won," but viewers were not having it. Many called it disrespectful, saying Kimmel hijacked a major milestone that wasn't his.
Jimmy, wake up, I won. Jimmy, okay, hold my phone.
And to the next awkward moment. Have you ever seen a celebrity having to deal with nerve issues on live TV? In this next video, Kendall Jenner learned that the hard way. While introducing the band 5 Seconds of Summer at the Billboard Music Awards, Kendall nearly called them One Direction. She started confidently, then froze immediately. She stopped herself, laughed nervously, and even bent over in embarrassment. Trying to save the moment, she admitted, "Guys, I'm the worst reader." She never actually said the band's name, just stumbled through the rest of the script.
This summer, and now we welcome
Guys, I'm the worst reader. They're only getting bigger. Take a look.
Fashion runways? She's flawless? But live award shows? Maybe not her thing. That brings us to the next one that is even more embarrassing for celebrities on live TV. Red carpets are all about glamour, but what happens when gravity hits? This was what happened at the 2024 Academy Awards when Liza Koshy made a jaw-dropping entrance. Rocking sky-high 8-inch heels and a gorgeous red gown, she was working the carpet until she lost her footing and wiped out in front of the cameras. It was the kind of fall that makes everyone gasp, but to her credit, Liza handled it like a professional, laughed it off, struck a pose, and kept the show going. Onlookers rushed to help, but Liza's confidence never skipped a beat. Now that's how you fall with style.
Oh. That's all right. Give it up for Faith France.
And just when we thought the night couldn't get more unpredictable, Emma Stone steps up with a wardrobe malfunction and a sense of humor. While accepting her Oscar for Best Actress at the 2024 ceremony, Emma walked on stage with the back of her Louis Vuitton gown torn apart. But she didn't miss a beat. The first thing she said? "My dress is broken, and I think it happened when I'm just Ken." Of course, she blamed Ryan Gosling, and why not? It was her second win, but all eyes were on that dress, and her flawless way of capturing the moment.
My dress is broken. I think it happened during I'm Just Ken. I'm pretty sure.
And without doubt, it was an unforgettable night for the audience, but one never to remember for the Queen of Pop at the 2015 Brit Awards. Dressed in a dramatic cape and heels, she was ready to slay the stage, until things went sideways. As her dancers tried to pull off her cape in the middle of the performance, it didn't budge, and instead, Madonna went flying backward down the stairs. It looked painful, but like a true icon, she popped right back up and finished her song, Living for Love, without missing a beat. She later laughed it off and said nothing can stop her. Now that's a comeback, right? But the question is, does she really fancy that? And speaking of onstage recovery, Nicki Minaj had her fair share at the 2014 MTV VMAs. After crushing her Anaconda performance, she rushed backstage to quickly change her outfit before jumping on the song Bang Bang with Jessie J and Ariana Grande. But something went wrong. Her dress was not fully secured. Nicki came back on stage holding her outfit with both hands and literally trying to keep it together. With one hand on her chest and the other on her waist, she delivered her verse like a pro. No flaws, no stoppage, just pure stage instincts. But viewers definitely noticed the near wardrobe disaster. Now, here's another moment that almost flushed away a Grammy win. At the 2022 Grammy Awards, Doja Cat nearly missed accepting her award for Best Pop Duo and Group Performance with SZA because she was in the bathroom. Yes, while SZA hobbled on stage with crutches, Doja came sprinting in, breathless and just in time. She threw her cape down and gave her speech. "I've never taken such a fast pee in my life," she joked to the crowd. Thankfully, she made it out of the bathroom and into the spotlight. It was such a chaotic and real display from Doja.
I have never taken such a fast piss in my whole life. Thank you, everybody.
In this next video, Miley Cyrus was serving vocals, energy, and just a little bit of sass. But while performing her Grammy-winning hit called Flowers at the 2024 ceremony, Miley noticed something was off. The crowd was not vibing the way she had expected. In the middle of the performance, she paused and shouted, "Why are you acting like you don't know this song? Talk about calling the room out." Moments later, though, the cameras caught stars like Oprah and Kylie Minogue singing and dancing along. Maybe they just needed a little push from Miley to join the party. One thing's for sure, she owned that stage, with the crowd or not. Now, how do you explain a stumble when you're about getting an award? Awkward, isn't it? But that's unfortunately the case in this next clip. In one of the most unforgettable Oscar moments, Jennifer Lawrence's big win came with an even bigger stumble. As she made her way up to accept the Best Actress award for Silver Linings Playbook, her gorgeous Dior gown betrayed her, causing her to trip on the stairs in front of the entire world. For a second, she buried her face in her hands, but like a true star, she laughed it off. She further waved away help from both Bradley Cooper and Hugh Jackman, and made it to the mic with grace. And just when you think Saturday Night Live couldn't get any messier, it was Leslie Jones who had a seriously disgusting moment with James Franco. During a sketch program, Franco played an overly hyped Bloomingdale's employee dealing with a tiny paper cut, but things escalated fast. Fake blood started squirting everywhere, and in an unwanted twist, Franco stuck his finger in his mouth to stop the bleeding. Just as Leslie Jones walked to the stage, he opened his mouth to speak. And guess what happened? Some of that fake blood went straight into hers. Live TV, folks. Jones nearly broke character, gagging as the cast tried to stay in the scene. It was embarrassing, it was chaotic, and it was peak Saturday Night Live. Now here's one that'll make you do a double take or maybe just hold your breath. During an episode of The View, Whoopi Goldberg seemed to let one rip live on air. It happened mid-discussion with Ashanti, and as Whoopi shifted in her seat, a suspicious sound followed. Rosie O'Donnell immediately started fanning the air, with other co-hosts joining in like it was a full-on emergency. But Whoopi later cleared the air, claiming it was just a weird sound effect, and she played along for laughs. Intentional or not, the moment was unforgettable and hilarious in the worst kind of way.
Well, I was gonna say. Yeah, go ahead. You're so polite. Oh, excuse me. So differential. I think I just blew a little frog out of there.
And the awkward moments never stop when Saturday Night Live's Season 45 premiere gave us comedy gold by complete accident. During a political sketch, just as Aidy Bryant was delivering her lines, a stagehand accidentally ran out way too early to swap her blazer. The poor guy froze in the middle of the scene, realizing the mistake, but the damage was done. Aidy tried to hold it together by staying in character, but those giggles started creeping in. It was awkward, unscripted, and completely hilarious. Just another day at SNL, where the live chaos is half the fun.
In the Trump candidacy.
He gonna win.
And finally, let's wrap things up with a red carpet moment that went from flattering to facepalm real quick. At the SAG Awards, Rashida Jones stepped out looking stunning, but when a TNT correspondent complimented her for looking so tan and tropical, things got awkward. With a smile and a graceful spin, Rashida doubled down and said, "You know, I'm ethnic." What followed next was an instant silence, and then nervous laughter. The reporter tried to play it off, but the internet didn't miss a beat. That leaves us to say sometimes it's best to just say you look great and leave it at that.
Emmanuel Ungaro.
Wow, the class is beautiful.
You look like you've just come off like an island or something. You're very tan, very tropical.
I mean, I'm ethnic.
Me too.
And that's it on the most awkward celebrity moments caught live on TV. Which one for you was the most awkward moment from the video? Drop it in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the ride, and subscribe for more wild luxury stories from the world of sports and celebrity. Until next time, bye for now.